Hi, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Kenny Shimura, Ascension Technologist and Psychic Psychologist. Today, this is one of the Narcissist and Sociopath Manipulation Revealed series. And I'm going to talk about how psychic sensors and tarot reading can help you, especially if you are in a situation of dating. So, for example, tarot card can tell you if your date or your partner is cheating on you or manipulating you, because some of them are married and they have kids. So, this is a list. Some of you already saw this list of some characteristics of narcissist and sociopath. So they are domineering and power-oriented. They tell you lies and manipulating and controlling you and high ego. Very exploitive and calculated. They have no empathy to others. They shut you down not to accommodate your needs and wants. They don't listen to you, not interested in you or others. Then these narcissists, try to use you. And then if you're living in a big city or, if you, meet many people, for business occasions or, for social occasions, you need to really, really discern, who's a narcissist and who's a sociopath and try to exploiting you. So number one, I'm going to talk about some cases today, how tarot card or, the psychic guidance can help you. And things I am talking today here is an actual case. So case one guy was lying about his age, and this is actually my own story. Oh, a long time ago, I was meeting lots of people because I was, in the dance, team, and then we had a lot of dance performances. Then, because of that, I met so many people because, as a dance team, we were, dancing together and socializing together and practicing together. So we were, like a big group about, let's say 120, 200 people. We were hanging out quite, regularly. But I met this guy, and this guy, was coming up to me and asking me, "How old are you?" And I said, I was 38 at the time. So I said, "Yeah, I'm 38." And he said, "Oh, we are close. I'm 39." And this black guy, he's big and then kind of chunky guy. And usually I'm very bad to tell like black people's age because they look younger or they look older. So I can't really tell. But my gut sense was, kind of funny. So, I did a tarot card reading, when I got home. And I was asking, my tarot card, I, met this guy, but, this guy, he said his age is 39, but is it really true or not? And my tarot card said, no, he's not 39. He's over 40 years old. He's about 48 or 47, over 45. So there is a way too, like this tarot can tell you by tarot card, the age, the certain age, about 40 or not. And the next time, like when I, got to, when I had occasion to see this guy, we were, having a casual conversation and I asked him, so, by the way, you told me that, last time your age was 39, but actually you are over 40, aren't you? And he was very surprised. And then he said, "Who told you that?" And then I said, "No, no one told me. My tarot card was telling me you're over, 45. I think you're 47 or 48. Aren't you 47 or 48?" He said, and he said, "Yeah, actually, I'm over 40 years old." So, he was lying his age. Then, obviously, there are so many, like lies he was telling me, other things. But of course, this small lie was enough for me. So I didn't trust this guy. So this is one case. Number two, case two. And this, there were like, many occasions, like, from my clients and my case, and, like, some women and men, they are hiding the truth of marriage and they have kids. So these are like, psychic senses, and guys were, revealed that, that actually they were telling lies. So one case was this guy was, having a wife and kids. And then, this client was coming to me, and then she was asking me, like, she is like having troubles with this guy. And I was asking for psychic guidance, and then, the answer was that there is a high possibility this lady was, cheated and deceived. This guy she's seeing is like, married and have kids. And she confronted him, and she found out actually he is in a marriage still, but complicated, and he has kids. Then again, she didn't have to get into further troubles, because if she is getting into a relationship with a married guy, if a wife is finding out, she may get sued, even though she doesn't know he is married. So ladies or men, you need to be careful. If you don't know for sure if they are married or not, you need to really check, first, whether they are married or single. You need to check first. Okay. And another case is they are again, hiding the truth on marriage and kids. This one is actually my case. I met this guy, but this guy's energy was so funny from the day one. But he was my friend's friend, so we got to know each other. But he was a charming guy, so we went for a couple of coffee, and then the first time, this guy didn't say anything about his like single status, or the relationship status or anything. And I don't usually ask, because I'm not really interested in that. So, but the second occasion, he was interested in me, but I wasn't feeling comfortable. Something was wrong. So, I was asking my guide, is this guy safe for me or not? That's the way usually I ask them, is he single or not? Or is he, like telling lies to me or not? Or hiding something to me or not? And my guide was telling me he has a wife and he has kids. So I told him straight away, but you have kids, aren't you married? And you have kids, aren't you? And he was again very surprised. How'd you know? And I said, my guide was telling me. And he said, yeah, I didn't tell anyone, but actually I'm, married and I have, kids, but, I'm thinking about to get divorced. And again, this is a key word. I'm thinking about to get divorced. This is a very much a typical narcissist, pattern, future faking. They give you a future gaslighting to give you hope for the future. I will be available. But I usually don't care about the future. I care about what's going on right now, because future, you don't know. If you're not single right now, and if you're not like really clean, why are you, do you have to deal with a guy or a woman who is giving you a future non-guaranteed promise and have to get into a struggle in the future? It's not guaranteed, and they're already lying to you. They're already manipulating you. They are also hiding the truth until you are asking a question, whether they were married or single or not. So you have to be careful again. Then if you think something is not right, or if you feel that way, trust your gut instinct. Case 4, multiple women and men. They usually have multiple women and men as their supply. So even if things are not working out well for you, they're going to try you. And even if they, do well, they're not going to cut the ties with other women and men, because they need validation. They need backups in case if things are not go well with you. That means they have multiple partners, they are easily giving in all the seductions and seducing. So they have casual sex here and there, maybe without condoms. That means high risk of STDs, high risk of HIV, and high risk of AIDS and pregnancy for you women. So you need to be really careful not to get into men or women you don't really know. And especially women, if you're not sure, and if you are so hesitative to ask him if he is really single or not, take your time. Even if their answer is, even if they tell you, if their answer is, yeah, I'm single, it doesn't matter. They can tell you lies. And you need to take time to get to know if they are acting funny or behaving funny, or, let's say every Saturday night they're not available, or every weekend they are not available. And even if they are available, if they just want to have sex for 2 hours and disappear and go home, you need to doubt he is or she is not single. Okay, so again, these guidances can be, given by tarot reading or psychic readings as well. Then some of the things we can actually see whether a person get pregnant or STDs or not, and then, but not asking to tarot card reading or psychic guidance. I just want you to prevent yourself. Use a condom or contraception and make yourself safe. In the next or in the future, the videos, I'm going to talk about HIV and AIDS, because in London, HIV risk is higher. Okay, so that means you need to be really, really taking care of yourself from the risk. Okay, so if you would like to have guidance or consultation, please come to my website www.uk.gfls.co.uk, Galactic Federation Lightworker School. And then you can have a consultation, especially if you have a narcissistic abuse, especially from the covert narcissist. They are very charming and their tactics are very, very manipulative and subtle. You may, not going to be able to recognize it if you're in the middle of narcissistic abuse. Then, class 1 technique is very much helpful for you to clear the narcissist or sociopath bad energies, protect yourself, and you can learn how to meditate and clear your energies, especially after after you get rid of narcissist. You tend to have a psychic attack, so you need to learn how to protect yourself from them. Okay, so thank you for coming to my channel. If you liked the content, the video, please like my video, and then post your comment and opinions and your experiences to share. Thank you and have a good day.